In the first chapter in The Catcher in the Rye, the reader is introduced to the character Holden, who is the narrator and the protagonist of the book. Within the first lines, he shows his disinterest in telling about how he was born and his past, telling that he will start around the time he left Pensy Prep. He also refuses to talk about his family except his brother DB, who he thinks is a prostitute because he thinks he is a sellout for not taking the path of real literature and entering the world of wealth and fame through being a writer in Hollywood. The reader immediately sees that the way Holden thinks is not like usual, and he does not accept norms. He does not begin his book by telling about himself and his family, and he does not appreciate his brother's success in Hollywood, a place where most people are fond of. He goes on to talk about his time in Pensy Prep, a prestigious school that he was expelled from. He is expelled due to him not applying himself and failing in his classes. He recalls a time when he lucks at a football match, very important to the students, but as the other students are cheering and playing, he is on a hill, looking from a distance, further establishing his nature of being different from the crowd. While he is there watching the game, he is supposed to be at a meeting at New York with the fencing team that he is the captain of, but him losing the gear in a subway forces them to return early. He also recalls to the time he was throwing around a ball with his friends after dark, and the teacher yelling at them, a memory that makes him glad to leave, and the time when he talks with the daughter of the headmaster. He appreciates her talking honestly and does not like his father, the headmaster, which he describes as being phony and a slob. The chapter ends with Holden telling the reader about him running to one of his favorite teachers' home, Old Spencer, to meet him. It is established well in the first chapter that Holden has a hard time engaging with other people, and the reader gets a good understanding of his attitude towards the world through his way of writing, and get a look at how his mind works and what he thinks of things.
Hey,